Get this lighting right. This light is too fucking intense. I need to change it. All right, what's up, folks? What's up, Harry? I'm here. The one been tweeting you. Oh, that's you, Steve Adams. What's up, man? You don't ask was I going live tonight? I wasn't. So whoever asked me that, thank you for asking because I really wasn't. I'm on daddy duty, so I'm trying to be like a little calm because my daughter's sleeping in the living room, and I'm trying not to wake her up. So I won't be screaming today, even though I want to. Nah, I'm a little pissed. What's up, Corey B? Just cranberry juice. I'm taking a break from the alcohol right now. What up? We need sex back. I guess you mean Dez. What's up, Jalen Johnson? Yeah, that defense is real, man. We should be winning. Stop saying Dez, man, because to say Dez coming back is going to change things is like, it's really not accurate. Dez left because the ineptitude on this offense. Now, it didn't look half as bad as it looks right now when he was here. That's definitely true. But he left because of the ineptitude that we've been displaying. So to say, hey, Dez, that's not the answer. He said he's Uncle Rico. Yeah, I came up with that, man. Damn, just damn. What's up, Dustin? What's up, Ghostman 45? Once again, fails to throw deep. I think they threw a couple deep passes, but you know, some people like Bernard Hopkins. If you guys watch boxing, like he's a guy who throws punches, but when he gets to the end of a fight, you're like, damn, he only threw 300 punches to this guy's 1,000. How'd that happen? But he still won the fight though. Dak, I don't get it. Like you go into overtime, it looked like he was playing an okay game. But when I looked at the stats, I'm like, damn, he only threw for 208 yards with an overtime. That's and it's not like they scored on the first possession in overtime. So it's not like overtime didn't count for him or something. So yeah, to do that, but I'm not gonna put it all on him. That I won't do without looking at the film. I'll put it on who I need to put it on when I look at it. Right now, I'm pissed off about the fact that to go out and hold that offense in check for as long as we held them in check, for as many goal line stances, fourth and goal stances, and so on that we did, and getting them off the field as hard as that is, when they're trying to take the top off your defense all day, with Cheeto not even in there, with playing with Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis, who aren't bad corners. They're not Cheeto. They're just okay corners, right? But playing with those guys and still being able to do that, my hat goes off to this defense. It's a real defense. Like we have something. So that's something to build on. The other thing is when you look at the scope of the division, the Super Bowl champs don't look dominant by any means. The Redskins are okay, but they're not dominant either by any means. If you just say best overall team in the division right now, probably would say the Redskins because they have defense and they have a pretty good offense. Not great, but good enough. But they're not scary. I think our defense makes that game an equal game, just a running possession style game. And we're only 2 games out of first if they win tomorrow. If they lose, then it becomes 1. But without that, I'm tired of the moral victories. I know you guys are too. So, I don't want to get into that. Nobody's scared of our receivers. We need Dez back. Well, some of you guys are the guys who chased him out of here. Like, because what we should have been doing when people even start talking that bullshit was start telling the truth back then. We didn't do it as fans. I'm trying to get this shit off my glass. I don't have my cleaner with me. Cheeto got benched. I didn't even see that. Didn't see it. I really didn't. I thought he got hurt. I was cooking shrimp in the beginning of the game. Sorry. Gotta eat. Whoa, AKOYE from Baltimore. No, I'm not from Baltimore. I'm from Texas. I was raised in Philly, though. Why you think I'm from Baltimore? That's interesting. Anthony Brown is horrible. That's true. That's been true. That type guy is what Dak lacks. Fire Garrett. Y'all want to fire Garrett after every loss. Yeah, shrimp was good too, man. I had some shrimp and grits. Shrimp. Did I say it wrong? Whoa. Oh, whoa equal yo. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Thank you for teaching me new Ebonics. I try to learn something new every day. Lewis did play good tonight. You see that Fuller did nothing. He was a little injured, but Fuller did next to nothing. The linebackers did play great. Jalen he's earning his draft pick. LVE earned his draft pick, even though honestly, I still want to see Joe Thomas out there more than LVE. That's just me. Reason being, he's already proven to be a great run stopper and a ball hawk. LVE is making plays in space. He's able to get to the play, but he's not making plays. Like when I say making plays, he's not a game changer. He's just able to make great tackles in space. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him. That's just what I see when I watch him. I love LVE. I think he'll be better than Lee even. I don't think he'll top Jalen the way Jalen, he's tenacious and he just has it in him. He's a dog. But right now, I think Thomas is slightly more serviceable for us. Or even Wilson. Wilson showed me something in that Giants game. I just want to see those guys on the field a little bit more. I think we'll get a little bit more turnovers and we'll change some games when we have more tenacity on the field. But LVE is playing well, especially in coverage situations. But I see that they were able to pick on him quite a bit tonight. Now, he was making tackles after they picked on him, but they were throwing in LVE's zone all day. So that's why he was making so many plays. But I'll prove that with some film. Dak played, I think, and this is sad to say, I think he played one of his better games this year as far as putting it out there, avoiding sacks, trying to keep things alive, and he still didn't play very well. And that was one of his better games. Why was Brown left with Hopkins? Because we don't travel corners. Thanks, Adrian Lindsay, man. You single-handedly, you be holding me down with the super chats, man. I know all you. I mean, I'm not telling people what to spend or anything like that. I'm not even one of those guys. But he always put his money where his mouth is, literally. So, Adrian Lindsay, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate your super chat. And we don't travel corners, so I didn't expect anyone other than whoever he lined up in front of to be on him. So it depends on where they put Hopkins. They were able to put Hopkins in positions to keep him away from Jones in certain situations. And, I mean, what were we going to do about that? The defense is strong, but Dak has our offense weak with his lack of skills. Oh, I think that's what you mean, Rondell. And I'm not trying to bust on you, Rondell. I just didn't know. You fucked me up a little bit. Yeah, man. The offense didn't look good. I mean, that's obvious. Zeke got stopped today. He ran 20 times, so you guys can't complain about that. He ran 20 times for 54 yards. But that's what happens when you play a good defense that understands, like, yo, let's put everything into stopping Zeke. I don't give a fuck if it is pass. We're going to play the run anyway. If it's pass, we play a run. Because if he's passing, we ain't really that worried about that. So we're going to let him pass, and we plan to run every single play. That's pretty much what they did. Play to run every play. I wouldn't call Anthony Brown trash, but he's not a corner that you say, hey, line up on one of the top receivers in the league and stop him consistently. It's not going to happen. I do think that this particular game, we should have traveled jump and put him on. I do think that. I don't think Anthony Brown is trash, though. I just don't think he should be on elite receivers. He's fine against your number 2, number 3, even better. Same thing with Jordan Lewis. He's good against your number 2 or 3. He'll take those guys out because he just has that quick twitch athleticism. But I think we should have traveled Jones, but that's hindsight. That's always going to be 2020. Beasley was open. Beasley's always open, so That doesn't count. You guys are talking fast, and then y'all must be mad as shit because I can't even read all of it. So if I'm missing you guys, don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just that this chat box is flying, and when I say flying, I mean literally right now. It's just now it's stopping now. I guess y'all are slowing it down. Thank you. All right. A couple things I wanted to hone in on though. The play calling was a little bit more creative. I like that. Our play calling in the red zone was creative. We actually have been trying to find ourselves, I think, for the first quarter of the season. We know who we are. Now, do we like who we are? Maybe, maybe not. We are a running team that plays ball control and struggles in the red zone as far as scoring. We don't have any big play or very many big play capabilities as far as taking the lid off of the team. Even though Dak did show on the Hail Mary that he can actually throw the ball 50 yards in the air, 60 yards in the air. Needs to do it in where it counts. But, yeah, he can do it. We just put up barely 300 yards, I think, on offense. Not very good, especially with an overtime, when the quarterback of our opposing team put up 374 by himself. That's pretty damn bad. And that's 374 passing. He put up 400 total yards if you count his rushing yards. So, yeah, that's bad. And I said Dez didn't become old. I thank you for that, CS. He didn't just fall off a cliff. He definitely didn't. These headphones are itching me. I think I dropped them outside when I was training my cousin earlier, getting some boxing training in, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I didn't clean them. But, yeah, he didn't just get old. I think our offense just doesn't work, period. I'm tired of talking about it. I feel like every chat is the same conversation. That's why I was reluctant to jump on today. Other than the fact that, I just fixed my computer, so I'm just finishing a Lions breakdown from last week, where I didn't have too many bad things to say, actually. Dak played a better game last week. He still was doing some of the things that we saw, but he played a better game last week. This week, he even played better than usual, but it's not enough. They're picking their spots. They go hurry up. It just shouldn't be this hard to amass a 250-yard game in the air or a 300-yard game in the air, especially when they're really giving you the looks that you need. They're paying so much attention to Zeke that you have the opportunities there, so it shouldn't be that hard. And, I refrain from, fuck it, listen. If we continue to play the way we're playing right now and heads don't roll from the top down, I don't know how long people can really take that shit. If next year we roll into this season with the same bullshit going on and Dak Prescott as our quarterback and this offense still the same, Linehan still has a job, Garrett still in place, and this coaching staff still in place, that's all talk, no real bite whatsoever. I will definitely question my ability to stay fan friendly to the Cowboys or to any football team. I'm losing my urge to watch this shit. I'm not lying to you, man. I love watching the defense, but when I'm watching offense, it's like watching someone ready to start, or you know what I mean? Like you trying to wait for it to get started and it just never starts. And then you're like, well, damn, it's over. And that's the way I feel when I feel anxiety watching the offense because I'm waiting for something to happen and it never really does, or it almost does and then it doesn't. So that's it's getting real fucking annoying, man. I won't lie to you about that. They bring Sanjay Lay in here and they say he's going to be a wide receiver guru, but maybe he is. Who knows? Like some of the wide receivers are consistently open, but what the fuck does that matter? That shows that last year we thought that Dez was the sole problem because we brought a wide receiver coach in. We said the wide receivers are the problem, obviously, because that's what you're saying when you go and fire Dooley and say, hey, Dooley, you're out. Dez, you're out, and then we're going to come in. And I'm not saying that we're playing bad because Dez is gone, because I think we would suck even with Dez. Why? Because I don't give a fuck who you have on the outside. If you can't hit him with a ball, what does it matter? There's people, in this league who can literally throw a ball in an area where if I have someone playing stack coverage, you throw it on my back shoulder. I'm open now. If I have a guy playing trail technique, you drop it over my shoulder. I'm open now. So it doesn't really matter about separation. It doesn't matter if you go get the best wide receiver coaches and these dudes are 50 yards wide open. If you see it and don't throw it, or you don't see it at all, well, what difference does that make? Someone just hit me with a super chat. There we go. Gary Oldman. I love that name, man. Gary Oldman is one of my favorite actors. No bullshit whatsoever. I'm a movie fanatic, and he's one of my favorite actors. I like how he acts. I like him in the Professional, when he was like, hey, bring everyone. He's like, everyone. He's like, everyone. I like that. But we need to fire everyone. Get everybody the fuck out of here, man. But Dak's pocket presence is what you're talking about. So Gary Oldman, Dak's pocket presence. I feel like he doesn't doesn't want to throw to these receivers. They drop balls early and he crawls in the shell. He was so different on the road before the Atlanta game. What happened? You cannot keep going back to this fucking infamous Atlanta game saying he was different. And then after Atlanta game, he changed. Y'all act like the dude got touched in Atlanta or something. Like he needs therapy and sports medicine and a couch from one game. You know how many tough losses teams take? Teams take losses, man. You know how many times a quarterback gets the shit kicked out of him? It happens. It looked very bad in Atlanta, but that's not the first time I saw a bad game from, an offensive line or anyone. So, keep going back to that Atlanta game. I think it's time for that. It's time to put that one to bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just really is. I just want to cover this shit up. Let me see what I can find in my son's room. Let me see. Yeah, it's too much light coming out of there. All right, that's better for me. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Again, Gary Oldman, thank you, brother. Let's see. LVE and Jalen Smith, the truth. Yeah, I mean, they play, like I said, the linebacking core played well. The defense, period, played well. Run Zeke more into what, D-Will? He ran 20 times and got nowhere. You're not going to keep doing that if you want to win. Dak was or is a good backup quarterback. Nobody's arguing with you. All right. A was the truth. True. You guys going pretty fast again. Let's see. True Gooner, what up? You keep talking about Romo, and we keep going in circles about QB, but we have gone nowhere under Garrett. That's true for a decade. True Gooner, you're correct. Can't argue with you there. It's not the quarterback play. It's not, it's not even Romo. I think Romo wins some games if we understood what Romo's limitations were, like Parcells did initially. If we understand what his limitations are and we play to those, yeah, I think we'd have won some playoff games back then. Janique with Russell, what up? What up? Always holding me down. I miss y'all, man. I missed y'all all week. I've been trying to get some film out all week. Been frustrated, man. But don't matter. This ain't about me. It's about the Cowboys. Let's talk about that. Romo and Dez is not coming back. You are correct. What else did I see that I like, man? Let's talk about some good things. I'm going to think about it. Like I said, the defense played well. I said that already. I think we need to get a little bit more pressure up front. With a guy like Watson who holds the ball as long as he does, we got to get to him and we got to make him feel it. That's, that would have changed the game even further. But holding a team like the Texans to 19 points, holding most NFL teams to 19 points or under 20 points, you should win those games usually. And we have trouble getting to 20 ourselves. So that's not really going to work. It was a hard game to watch. That's what I was saying to you, Janiqua. Like I feel anxiety watching the offense. I'm not like I don't feel excited. Like, yo, I can't wait. It's like Zeke is the one man band or dance crew by himself. The defense is playing good, but Zeke can't do it all by himself. And yeah, Byron did play well. He didn't give up the 150 yards to Hopkins himself. He gave up probably like 40 or 50 of them, but that ain't so bad. They said, yeah, Texans fans said if we had Dez, they would have blown us out. Hold on a second. I gotta go back up. What's up, Joe Mitchell? Do you think the Cowboys need another solid pass rushing playmaker on the D line to help D Law? I think we have them. I think they're just developing. I think we do have Gregory, and I really do believe in Gregory. I'm not bullshitting when I say that. He just has to, get his moves down. Right now, he's relying on speed, solely speed and instinct, and that's good. But once he gets in his comfort zone, you have to realize he's been backed up for 2 years as far as his progress is concerned. Once he gets into his comfort zone, mid-season form, he's fine. And also keep in mind that we have a guy who can cave in the middle in Crawford, excuse me, who's been playing very well. And then we have Irving coming back who will line up next to Crawford. Now, they both can't one gap it all day long because they'll leave lanes open they won't have contained. So one of those guys is going to have to be the sacrificial lamb and be and play one technique, or one of Crawford will go into a backup rotation behind Irving, which would be fine too, where they're both getting on the field and one gapping all day long. And we have Woods who will play that one tech when they're not in. Either way, we have the pass rushers we need. That's not an excuse. But thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it, Joe. And I know it was pandemonium in that stadium, man. Wish I was. I honestly don't wish I was there. I wish I was there. It would have been a good game. Releasing Bailey was a good call. Yeah, he actually did miss some kicks again today. They look like geniuses for that move. They did. All right, let's see. Who the hell is going to trade Andrew Luck? Stop it. Let's live in the realm of reality. Andrew Luck will not play for this team. Taco played more. Yeah, Taco did play more this game, but Taco's not really a pass rusher, I don't think. Taco is he's a good overall defensive end, but he's not a pass rusher yet. He's just not doing it. Trade Sean Lee for what? No team will take him. Why? Because he's a great player, but you can't really guarantee that he's gonna play. So he will retire a Cowboy. Period. That's Sean Lee we're talking about. If we get a better record in the Browns at the end of the season, what'd you say? Hold on, let me go back up. Can't see what he said. Where'd it go? I'll throw a party with some lame ass wine coolers and some shit. CJ, that's CJ Freeman, that's you? If that's CJ Freeman, I fucks with you, homie. You give me my soundtracks for my channel, but you don't reach out that much, man. I owe you something because you hooked me up with some thorough tracks. If it ain't CJ Freeman, my bad. But either way, I'll come to the party. Let's see. Everybody mad at the fact that Anthony Brown was guarding Hopkins. I can't agree more. If he is going to guard him, can't be single coverage. You got to not one-on-one. Like if you're going to guard him, you got a safety floating over top of him all day long. Like it's just bracket coverage. I would have done that anyway. Like, look, if you're going to beat me, you ain't beating me with him. Not in this play. Not him or fucking I would have taken Will Fuller and I would have put Byron Jones on Will Fuller on that play. And I would have took Anthony Brown or Jordan Lewis, and I would have put X Woods over in the vicinity somewhere. I'm not a coach, but that you wouldn't have beat me with either one of them. Now, if you beat me with Kiki Kute or the tight end or Watson run somewhere, hey, we did our best. What was a catch? I don't know. Somebody said Cheeto got benched, but he had a bad ankle coming into the game, so He might have got benched, but he might have got benched because they saw that he just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I don't think it was a Super Bowl replay where they like what they did to Malcolm Butler, where he can play, but they don't have him out there. I don't think that's what it was. And Richard is not the type of guy that tries to take his players' confidence away from him like that. So I really don't think that. Let me check on my daughter real quick. She chilling. She chilling. All right. CJ, let me see. Oh, your last name not Freeman? My bad, Brody. I swear to God, when you emailed me, I thought it said CJ Freeman. Maybe I'm tripping. I drink a lot sometimes when I'm angry. It calms me down, believe it or not. It's like my weed. And I will be smoking tonight. I just ain't rolled up yet. But I'm getting to it. Trust me. Let's see. The defense didn't lose it? No. Oh, you ain't watched the game, Austin. Dak was Dak. He was average. He didn't do anything great. He didn't do anything piss poor either. Just didn't do anything great. T.O., Dez, and Butler are 100% correct. Yes, they are. CJ, appreciate you, man. Hit me up more, though. But I appreciate you. Yeah, NFL rookies throw a better football than Dak. I think right now, as far as QB play, not being smart. I don't know why I even gotta say that. Dak is playing the worst quarterback play in the league. Some of it. I think CJ Beathard even they're fighting for it. Before that, it was Sam Bradford and Tyrod Taylor. But in every quarter of this year so far, he's fighting for the worst. Because Tyrod Taylor was pretty bad. Bradford was pretty bad, but Dak was right in that little crew. Now in the second quarter of the season, you got CJ Beathard, who is a backup, who played pretty good today. He put up some points. So I say today, Dak played worse than him. Who else? I can't think of anybody else that plays worse than Dak. I mean, you got some rookies out there that aren't consistent, but yeah, I can't think of too many quarterbacks that are playing better. Oh yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for the donation, Just man. What's up? You want to ask something? Let me know, man. But yeah, I appreciate that. I am grabbing another Mac. I'm doing everything right now, just so you guys know. I do everything off a MacBook Air. It's new, but it's a problem because I don't have enough memory. So I need something with like 2, maybe 3 terabytes because I'm using the cloud memory right now, and it's iffy. So I've lost so much footage. Like last week, I had to record the Giants footage like 3 times. And when you record a whole game and you sit for an hour just watching the game, right? And then you're recording it at the same time. I need that footage in order to cut it and do the breakdown. As soon as I go to hit save, my computer crashes and I don't save anything, right? So it just restarts the program, not the computer. But and it did that to me a couple times. So that pisses me off because I had to sit there for a whole hour just to do it. But I had to do that like 3 times, man. And that's just that was annoying. But I took it to the Geek Squad, or not the Geek Squad, the Apple store. I live right down the street from the Willowbrook Mall here in Philly. They have an Apple store in there. Took it to them. They troubleshot it, fixed it. They told me I just need to go grab a desktop unit with a hell of a lot of memory. But yeah, I'll be doing that this week. I have the money for it. I just haven't sat down and done it. I'll do it. Sorry for that, but I appreciate the nod either way, Jess. Coaching staff sucks. Like, I mean, we all do this when we lose. Everybody starts to look for people who suck. You know, somebody got to suck. I feel you on that, but you know, it is what it is, man. Joe Mitchell, you hit me again, man. Thanks. These damn receivers are pissing me off. Seems like they won't catch a pass unless it's placed on a pillow in their hands. Why didn't the refs throw a flag on Watt for that hit on Dak? They just changed the rule though. They've changed the rule back to, you know, you have to, actually lift the quarterback up and then drop your body on them for you to draw the flag. So those calls that we were getting in the first half of the first quarter of the season, we're not going to see them that much. I thought it was a clean hit. I'm never going to be the one to argue for penalties, because if you go into a game as a coach and you're relying on penalties to win games, you're a piece of shit anyway. So penalty or no penalty, good call, bad call by the refs. Nah, I won't even try to pull or go down that road, because that's not it. You should be playing so well that it don't fucking matter what those refs is doing. Who's that we talking about here? True Gooner, you said crappy, a slabby Torres, TV. Hey man, let the man make his money while he still can. Who we talking about? I don't know. Let me go back up. I think you might have said something a minute ago. Oh, he needs to start doing the chunky soup commercials. Yeah, commercials ain't stopping him, man. Peyton Manning used to do commercials. That Donovan McNabb used to do commercials. We do need to fire Garrett. I would agree with that, but not in the middle of a season. I think he needs to go at the end of a season. The only way that happens is if we lose. But I don't want to lose. So there's the problem. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose so that you can get rid of him, but you need to lose to get rid of him. So that's hard to do. But thanks again, Joe. Gallup's a rookie. Jalen Smith does play like Ray Lewis. It's true. But he's Jalen Smith. We lose with Dak. Yep. You never know. Stranger things have happened, man. But I don't see this team winning the Super Bowl. I don't know what we could do with they. And the crazy thing is, you can really see, and you can really see that they're trying. You can even see that Dak is trying, which is why it's like, I usually try to take my shoe off and shove my foot up his ass when he plays like this. But honestly, I see that he's really going all out and trying. He's trying. And the coaching staff is really trying. They're changing shit every week. Even when I watched the Lions film last week, what they were doing with Connor Williams, moving him, what they did with Joe Looney, they were trying. I can't argue with that. Yeah, Joe. Yo, that's crazy that you just said that, Ben Farmer. I was going to talk about that in the Lions footage. Joe Looney is balling. You wouldn't notice that Travis Frederick is missing in that game. I'm not sure about this one. I haven't watched. But in the Lions game, he balled out. They used Connor Williams' legs and space and put him in position to play to his strength. So he balled out as well. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, I don't know, man. The only way, like I said, the only way we go anywhere is if we bomb out the rest of the season, man. And I don't want to do that because I don't think I could take that. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, why did we pick up Bryce Butler? Great point. Yep, we don't have Andy Reid as a coach. True, Gunner. That's true. Still need QB. A veteran QB for what? What are we gonna do with him? Terrence is hurt. That's why I'm guessing. Terrence is IR. Yeah, that's why we picked up Bryce, but Bryce still not gonna play. That's crazy. He's not going to complete deep throws because he doesn't anticipate them. He doesn't really see them. And when he does see him, he doesn't pull the trigger on a regular basis. How many times have I said that? You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't be wanting to come live, man. Like, what are we going to talk about? I want to start breaking down, like, I'm just going to start doing tutorials on how to, like, what is cover two, what is cover 3, what is cover 4, and I'll use NFL footage to show that. But breaking down the Cowboys game, like the recaps, it's like real hard to do because you got to watch it. Like, imagine how you feel right now, how pissed off you feel. But imagine how you feel when you sit and you watch the film over and over again. Do it. What's up, man? When you watch the film over and over again and it still comes out, the same. Like that's just hard to do. We don't need a damn QB. We need the same playmaking receiver. We need some playmaking receivers. No, we don't, Potato. What are you going to do with a receiver if you can't get the receiver the ball? That doesn't make no sense, man. Y'all not thinking. Y'all not thinking. Y'all not thinking. Corey B, you right. Y'all not thinking, though. He wasn't missing too many open throws today. That's not true. But the problem is he doesn't think like a killer. He's like, I wouldn't even say like LeBron James early in his career because I don't think he's going to ascend. His ceiling isn't the LeBron James ceiling. But I remember LeBron James used to pass up the open shot all the time. Probably still does sometimes. But he stopped doing that. He got a killer instinct. Like Kobe had a killer instinct. Dak has a killer instinct with his legs, but that's it. That's it. And the crazy thing is, I was pissed off at Dak when I first started doing these. I was pissed off. I started talking shit, especially when I did the Dez Bryant not guilty video. Pissed off. And then slowly but surely said, all right, well, let's see. He's a young dude. Let's see what happens. Then this year I said, all right, I'm going to go in this season with an open mind. And then he pissed me off again early on. I said, fuck him. After week 2, I was like, fuck out of here. And now I know that the sands of time are coming, but I'm trying to hold on to the season. So the reason I look at Dak and I don't try to go hard right now is strictly because I really want this season to pan out into something, and it's not over yet. So I don't want to preach as if it's over because it's not. Now, once it is, yeah, Dak can go and he can look for another team. All the fuck I care. But right now, we don't have a veteran quarterback. Even if we brought one in, he has to learn the offense. So Dak is literally our best chance to win, unless you think Mike White or Cooper Rush can really do better. And maybe they can. I don't know. Our D-line is very good. Linebackers are good. I think with another year for LVE, it'll be like the Panthers. Safety help is needed. And QB, he said QB maybe. Wide receiver help. No. There's no maybe. And wide receivers, I think the wide receivers are okay. I don't really have a problem with them. I think another quarterback makes these guys look crazy good because the good one thing that Dak is doing that other teams haven't, he's making Tavon Austin look like, something rare and special. Jada Cook. I appreciate the super chat too, man. Thank you for that. So anything else you want to ask me, go ahead. I'll be looking for your name out there first and foremost. But thank you, bro. Let me take that down so I can look at the rest of this chat though. Seemed like Byron wasn't locked down tonight. Why wasn't he? He's in pretty good coverage. Do you think that he's going to listen right now? Ball's thrown towards him. He's 5 games in to the year. And out of the balls thrown towards Byron, he's given up maybe 100 yards. It was 51 going into the night. So for the first 4 games, he gave up 51 yards. 51. That's it. Even with this game, he gave up maybe because he didn't give up the 150 to he did have the pass interference, which he did get his head turned around, but he was already hugging him. But outside of that PI, he broke up a jump ball or a fade route in the corner end zone today, which would have been caught by D-Hop against most other corners. He broke that up. I think that was great. And he only gave up I think he might be at like 110 yards against him. But I don't know how many. I have to go back and look at how many catches D-Hop had on him and what they were for. But if he's over 100 yards, it's just barely. Now, it's not many corners in the league that's doing that. You know what I mean? So I don't think he played bad at all today. He just played against a very good receiver, and they had a game plan for getting their playmaker into looks that they were happy with. They look at Byron and say, "All right, if we get these situations, we're going to take our chances and see what happens." And D Hop is not a slouch, so hats off to him. But he didn't score. For all the talk, they bent but didn't break against D Hop, and they forced a fumble against him that was pivotal. And the fact that we had that much momentum in the first half and came out of it, I think we were slightly ahead. I think we had 13-10, something like that. Maybe I'm not really remembering very well, but should have been a blowout this game. We were holding them at bay all game. And then when we got to the fourth quarter, it's like, damn, we hold them at bay. I looked at the stats. It was like 125 to 60. That was 125 rushing yards to 60. 125 passing yards to 60 rushing yards. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. None of Dak's interceptions were his fault. We're not talking about his interceptions. None of those were his fault. Dak did almost throw a few pick sixes this year, a few of them. Just none of them actually came to fruition because people so excited when they see that ball, they just trip. But Kareem Jackson would have got himself a little pick six. But I think that was more about what Kareem Jackson did on that play because it was excellent coverage than it was about a bad throw from Dak. But yeah, none of those interceptions thus far have been his fault. No. But I'm not judging him off of how many times he throws interceptions. I think Baker Mayfield might have more interceptions. I'm not sure. I know for a fact Ryan Fitzpatrick has more. But who played better? So stop telling me about his interceptions. I don't care. Dak can scramble. So what? I don't care about that. He's a quarterback. I don't give a fuck if our quarterback can run a little bit. I don't want him running anyway. RPOs for what? We've done them. No. You don't like the jump pass Dak is doing? I don't like most of his passes. He keeps going for Austin because he thinks Austin is the only one that can get him a big play, True Gunner. And he's not our best option to throw to. He just thinks that when a ball gets in Austin's hands, he's going to be so wide open that he's going to do something with it. But, I don't know. I'm taking Fitzpatrick. If they gave me Fitzpatrick right now, I'd take him. I'm not lying about that. I don't love Scott, and I'm not dogging that loving Scott. I don't love Scott Linehan. I'm just saying, offenses look a lot more creative. You know when they look creative? When they're working. So Tony Romo ran this vanilla-ass offense and made it look good. Why? Because it was working. If it stops working, all offensive coordinators look like shit. I guess Ty Haley. You look at the Steelers now versus when they had Ty Haley. Not the same team at all. That matters. So yeah, play calling definitely counts. But look at Ty Haley without Baker Mayfield this year. Didn't look like Ty Haley either. See what I mean? So you can talk about Scott, and I talk about Scott all day. I do. But when he had actual tools, when he had Megatron, did he have a great team overall? No. But Megatron looked good. The offense looked good. Matt Stafford looked good. When he had Randy Moss, it's not that hard to do that. So, when he had Dez Bryant and Tony Romo, offense looked good. I ain't hear anybody saying that the offense was trash then. I ain't even hear Dez saying shit about the offense then. You know why? Because it was good. It was working. So that's what the problem is. They didn't have a defense. Yeah, the Lions did. Horrible play calling. Man, if you keep making, I'm not even lying. No, Dak isn't great. Oh, man. Where did he go? No, Dak isn't great, but he gets unfair criticism. All right, I will debate with you personally. Where you at? XXX Sharian Yeah, MF, MF, whatever the fuck your name is. Listen here, bro. You can go in the chats as much as you want. I won't mute you at all. You tell me how his criticism is unfair. Please tell me how it's unfair. It's not unfair. Number one, this is America's team. We get the most ratings out of anyone, and he really is playing the worst in the league. I don't have my cell phone next to me, but he's playing the worst football at quarterback in the league right now, man. That's not like a fucking lie. It's not a stretch of the imagination. It's not like me trying to come at him. That's really what he's doing. If it was Tony Romo's play calling that caused that, great. And if it wasn't Scott, doesn't matter. He ain't the worst QB you ever seen, though. I've seen worse quarterbacks. That's a lot. Stop it. He is still the best quarterback in the division. You dudes your name is Coco Nuts. You are cool nuts, bro. You are crazy, man. And I don't mean to talk about y'all. I appreciate you watching. I respect all the fans, but you out your mind, bro. That's real shit. You out your mind. You out your mind. He's not better than Carson Wentz. He's not better than Eli. Eli got 2 rings. I don't give a fuck what you say about him. Like Eli got 2 rings. Like you can't talk about Dak being better than Eli. He's not better than Eli. He damn sure ain't better than Alex Smith. He played like Alex Smith, but he's not better than him. Yeah, y'all crazy. And I don't even like Eli, but Dak can't fuck with Eli. And that's just true. Quincy Carter was not bad. He was just a crackhead. That's all. He smoked them rocks. Yeah. That's what Parcells said. He said he would have been better had he not had his personal issues. He was a crackhead. They were just trying to be nice to him. Eli could work with his receiving. Eli could work with his offensive line. If Eli could stand up right and just see the field, he would rip shit apart. He would rip this shit apart. It's not easy to, like, a lot of people think that Odell Beckham is just great and Eli is just a guy who chucks the ball up. That's not the truth. I watch their film. I just don't put it out because Cowboys fans don't fucking watch it when I put out anything that's not Cowboys on the channel. So I don't put anything out other than Cowboy shit. But when I do watch their film, Eli is very cerebral. Like, it's certain things that he does just with alignments, pro-snap, pre-snap, and certain reads he makes where he makes the job very easy for Odell because he moves the secondary with his head. He has a big head. Bring back Danny White. Give me Kyle Orton. Oh, man. Kyle Orton was on a roll one year with the Denver Broncos, I think. Nothing changed. Zarkis Johnson. Dezarkis. I can't bust on your name. My name was supposed. Damn, that's crazy. My name was supposed to be Ezekiel. My mom was a Christian. She said my name was supposed to be Ezekiel. Yeah. So I would have been Zeke number 2. But whatever. Anyway, nothing changed. What happened is the speed of the game caught up to Dak, and the defenses have now decided they saw a little chink. It's like prison or high school where people see a chink in your armor, they're going to try you. And right now they trying Dak, and he's not answering the bell. Like before, they couldn't really try him because he had his homie with him. He had Zeke, and Zeke was running through you, and they didn't know what to do because the offensive line was blowing shit off the ball, and Dez was there. So it's like you still got to respect Dez. Even if he ain't getting the ball, you ain't leaving him by himself. So you respecting Dez, and then you respect. Then after a while, they say, hey, well, we don't got to respect Dez as much. Not because Dez is trash, but he can't get this boy the ball. So I respect him like that. So it's just it don't matter if you got a number 1 receiver. He ain't getting him the ball. Dez are a guy who could catch the ball and run with it after the catch and get that yak is what Dak would need on this offense. He doesn't have that. He has a bunch of speedy guys, and speedy guys just need to take the top off of the defense. And he's not a top off of the defense quarterback. So they got rid of guys that for these friendly guys that can run routes real good and are precise, but now they catch the ball and fall down right where they are. They don't do shit after that, and it shows. When you had Dez, you could throw the ball to Dez on a hitch route. You could throw it to him on a slant route. You could throw it to him on a hook. You could throw it to him on a comeback, and he's trying to rip that fucking corner's head off and take it to the house. That is what he needs. So you know, it is. That's what Dak needs. But I don't really want to try to talk the let's fix Dak category. I don't know. EJ Manuel is much better, possibly. A lot of quarterbacks will play good with this line. I saw a lot of clean pockets. No, he got hit a couple times, but I saw a lot of clean pockets. What will Noah Brown do? Steve Mack. You just saying shit now. Just because a dude wears a star doesn't make him good. Blame it on Dez. Oh man. Now we don't have tall enough wide receivers. This offensive line. How are you saying that? You got now I will silence you, man. That's it. You out of here. XXX. I hope you're an adult, because I hope you're a minor, matter of fact, saying what you're saying. But I'm about to put you on timeout, brother. Yeah, you on timeout. You talking about some fucking the line. I'm not even mad because you said the line is overrated. It's just like, bro, how the fuck you gonna come at the line? But when I say something about Dak, you say it's unfair criticism, but you saying the line is overrated. You're crazy. They might be overrated. That you might really be right about that part, but you just said, you just came to Dak's defense as if Dak wasn't a problem at all. But the line is, get out of here, man. No, I ain't deleted. I put him on timeout, so his messages he quiet for a little bit. Wow, you timeout, mans, but you saying what you saying. What am I saying? What am I saying? Man's not hot. I don't know what that means. Uh, 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 uh. That kid spit in the ocean. Y'all crazy, man. America's team, do you think that you should pay Dak next year? Tell me. Tell me. I don't see you responding to that. Pay him. Is that true? Breaking news, Jerry Jones just called Dez Bryant. I don't think so. In my opinion, Bobby B, what should we do? There's not much you can do. You just gotta pick your spots. Try to win these games when you can. Keep the games close enough with your defense, and don't put the defense in a bad position. So we're gonna have to play like Herm Edwards style football, where we run the ball, we use our defense, and try to keep our defense out there as much as possible, creatively. Run the ball control, take the air out of the ball, and try to win the games in the fourth quarter. That's our best bet. We can't throw the ball for 4 quarters. So I think that would be our best bet. And it's only going to work on certain teams. And those are the teams that can't stop the run. Everybody can't stop Zeke. So can we get to 10-6 like this? I don't know. Can we go 7-3 basically? Right? We're at 2-3. Yeah. Can we go? Or is it 8-3? I don't know. My math's fucked up. We're 2-3. So can we go 8-3? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm trying to think, but I really don't think so. No. But yeah, that's all we can do. That's all we can do is that. Run the ball, take the air out the ball, and hope. That O line is not breaking down, man. True Gunner. When you watch the film, Have we had plays where we've gotten sacked? Yeah, but we just don't have maulers all throughout the line anymore. You have to play to your line strengths. Before we used to play with maulers, like guys who just blow shit off the ball, and we was hogs. Like Leary is a mauler still. Uh, Free was a mauler. Zach Martin's a mauler. Fredericks is a smart mauler. Tyron is a giant that runs a 4.7. It seems like a 4.5 maybe. You know what I'm saying? He's a big athletic motherfucker. So we don't have a line that's filled with guys like that anymore. We have guys now who are a little more nimble, like Connor Williams. You use his legs, he's fine. Trap blocking, he's fine. Reach blocking, he's fine. Reach blocking, basically, instead of blocking the guy in front of him, because he's not going to overpower those guys. Instead of blocking the guy in front of him, let him get to the next level and have somebody else come back behind him and clean that shit up. He's good when you do that with him. I think that's the best way to use that guy. Joe Looney is having to help Connor Williams, but the line itself, they're playing pretty good football. So it's not that. And I've seen a few plays even in the Lions game where Dak just held the ball. But, I'm not going to put it all on him. But the line's not playing horrible. And for Zeke to be third in the league and running the ball before contact, can't say that's the offensive line. That's not an overrated offensive line. That's an offensive line that's playing pretty damn good, in my opinion. Maybe I'm stupid. Who knows? I don't think we need to switch Collins and Williams. I don't think we need to do anything with the offensive line. I'm fine with it. I did initially say that, but I'm fine with the offensive line. Run blocking and pass blocking is different, but it's not different if you're calling plays that look like a run, play action plays. They definitely can run block. So call plays that suit your team. You have zone blockers in the middle of your offense, meaning Connor Williams and Joe Looney are zone blockers. They can block with their legs more so than just straight tenacity and power. So use that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they used to. I feel you, True Gooner. They used to maul everybody, but it's just we don't have that identity. But that's where coaching comes in. You're supposed to see that and say, all right, we don't have that right now, so let's use it a little bit different. Um, you back, Triple X. I mean, ain't no hard feelings. I do appreciate you watching, bro. But I had to silence you for that one. I wasn't gonna kick you off the channel or nothing, but because it wasn't that serious. You ain't say like nigger or nothing. But I had to mute you, man. No, I don't mute anybody who disagrees with me, man. I mute people who say crazy shit. You just said some crazy shit, and I just felt like muting you. I haven't muted. I haven't used my muting privileges in quite some time. But you, my friend, had it coming. Hope you don't take it personal. Love you anyway. What up? How are they overrated? Did you hear what I was saying when you were going? They're not overrated, bro. You keep saying it. They're not. They're not. Overrated would be, people are saying that this line is going to come in. Man, oh my God. He had help last year, man. I'm going to debate you now. He had help last year, didn't he? He had Witten. How much help do you want him to have? How much help do you want him to have? I'm asking you, Triple X. You talking about being muted still. Are your feelings hurt? If your feelings hurt, you can go. But if you want to debate, I'm here. What up with the lack of sacks? I don't know. His quarterback's just barely escaping us all day long, man. Yeah, they're barely escaping. I think we're not a blitzing team, though. If we blitzed, we'd have sacks galore because you can't block Jalen Smith. You can't block that motherfucker. You can't block Tank Lawrence. Can't block him, especially if he has help. Like when they're just rushing four, it's hard to block them, and they stunting all day long. But I think they're going to start drawing up more blitzes. I think we played our best defense, I think, against the Giants when we were blitzing. I like us blitzing. LVE looked amazing tonight. What did he do that was amazing? Come on, tell me. He played good. He was tackling. But you guys with the LVE's amazing shit is crazy. He's good. He's not great yet. He was making tackles. He was solid, yeah, but not amazing. Not amazing. He wasn't trash though, but he wasn't amazing. Why would you use that word? Like, what did he do that was amazing? And how is it that LVE's name rolls off your lips, but not Jalen? Jalen was playing. There you go, Tyrone Church. You took the words right out of my mouth. Jalen was playing amazing. And it's not a black-white thing, so don't think I'm trying to be racist. I'm saying the kid just really wasn't amazing tonight. He played good. They picked on him, though, so he was showing up. He looked like he was around the ball all day because they were throwing in his zone a lot, which is, whatever. But that's what happened. Exactly. He did his job. Not amazing. Right. Jalen, that stance on the goal line where Jalen puts his head down and goes, smacks Watson, I would say that was pretty amazing. I would say that was amazing because his fucking leg was torn off and he did that. So that was amazing. Oh, you gotta eat crow, true Gruden. At least you admit it, man. I ate some crow a couple times. You gonna be wrong in this shit, because we don't control the uncontrollables. Yeah, he got abused tonight. LVE did. Who do you think the deal will be exposed by? What? Aaron Rodgers, who exposes everybody's defense. Like, he played Watson tonight. Watson played pretty well, and to throw for 374 and still only put up 19 points is pretty good. I mean, and goal line stances are not easy. So I think the defense is real. They're not fake, not playing like that. I think three out of the 5 or 4 out of the 5 games, we held teams under 24. I think the Lions were only team that scored over 20 points. Or am I wrong? Lions scored 24. Panthers scored 16 only. The Giants didn't score much at all. I don't remember what that score was, though. If not being honest. Who else? Who else did we play? Lions, Giants. Oh, we played Seattle. What they score? Don't remember what they scored either. What's up, Game Changer? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What up, youngin? How you? Is your channel still up, man? If it is, you guys need to check out his highlights. His highlight takes me crazy, man. I like watching Game Changer. It gets me going. Gets the people going. Yeah, Joe Thomas got hit in the foot. I did see that. Who's still saying that Dak is elite? Listen, you know how I feel right now, and I'm not even. I don't feel this way because I'm happy that we're losing or happy that Dak is playing bad or anything like that. But it is a little bit of vindication. I won't lie, and the reason there's vindication for me anyway is because when you step out there and you're like one of the only ones that says some shit, and then your entire squad of fans, like, I fuck with y'all, but the entire fan base came down on me pretty hard when I started talking about Dak initially, and that was before the season started. So there was no way to prove what I was saying other than the film that we already had. But then they had excuses after excuses or after excuse about what was wrong. Now that the mainstream media picked it up and then started saying it, and now you guys are saying it, and now it's showing every week when we watch play. Now everybody's saying, what I've been saying. So it's just like, damn, like, is it that crazy? It feels good being right, but it feels bad when you're right about some shit you don't want to be right about. I won't tell you anything different. What do you think of the Jags versus the Cowboys? Honestly, our strength is defense. So the Jags, they give you opportunities. Blake Bortles definitely gives you opportunities, and they're hampered as far as offense as well. So with them being hampered offensively, I think we can beat the Jags. I don't think there's many teams that are unbeatable. I think we really can beat the Jags. I think we can beat them. We have a healthy running back. Their Fournette is fucked up. He borrowed Sean Lee's hamstring, and they fighting over it right now. So yeah, neither one of them are going to play next game. But yeah, Dak versus the Jags defense. Dak doesn't turn the ball over, so Dak will play just like Dak against the Jags defense. He won't turn the ball over very much, but he won't do very much either. And then they'll rely on the run. If we can get a few turnovers, kick some field goals, get Zeke in the end zone a few times, if we could score 21 points, I think we can beat the Jags. I don't think they put up very many points against us. I like their receivers, but they're young. Cole is young. Westbrook is young. I don't think they could manhandle our corners at all. Blake Burrows is a turnover guy. He will throw for some yards. He can run. He is dangerous, but again, I don't see them blowing the lid off of our defense. And if they can't score, and we can, I think we can put up 21 points if we can just get some opportunities from Blake. Yeah, so that's what I feel. We match up well against them. They just lost. Oh no, they won today, didn't they? Who they play? Oh no, they lost. They lost to KC today. Yeah, because they couldn't score. They're not scoring very well. Yeah, they lost. You said AKOYE came happy tonight. I'm not drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm pissed, especially when it comes to losing. I'm not drinking right now because I don't know. I went to a game night yesterday and I was drinking there. Then I had to train. I'm training my cousin right now for the Nationals. He's a boxer. I'm training him right now and trying to keep up with him while hungover is a bitch. So I don't want to do that anymore. Not right now. A have offense is frankly caught up. I don't know what that means. Mike A, I think you need to rewrite that. Mike A. Where's the wine at? I don't have any. RG3 would probably look better. Yes. GG, what up? Dak doesn't win against good defenses. That's probably true. Yeah, there's a lot of college options. How about which challenge? Oh, challenging the Tavon Austin catch. Is that what you're talking about? True Gooner? If it is, I mean, yeah. Eric, let me see if I can show this. Can you do a screen share on this live? Let me see what options you got. I'll show y'all what I got so far if I can do it. I don't think you can though. Yeah, there's no option to show my screen. I was going to show you guys what I'm working on right now with the film. The film is done for last week. Tua is good in 2020. The film is done for last week though for the Lions. The film for today will be done. I am traveling Tuesday. Sorry, but the good thing about me traveling is I take my laptop with me. One and two. When I'm in a hotel, I get a lot of free time to break shit down. So I'll still get the breakdowns out pretty good. Zeke would get 45 yards. He got 54. I said Zeke would get 45. He got 54. That's pretty good, Curry. Where are we at? True Gunner, what you saying? Yeah, he didn't control the ball. When he got hit, to me, it looked like an incompletion. When he hit the ground, the ball came immediately out. He didn't get any opportunities to make a move with that ball. And I think that was just a desperation challenge. I don't think you draft anyone for that. I think in Jerry's fashion, sort of like when we brought Dion in here, I think if they look at this team as a team that can win, which it is, they go out, they do, and I said this in the offseason, they were doing like a quiet rebuild. They were rebuilding in front of your face, but they kept trying to tell you that we had this great team, but they're quietly trying to figure things out right now. But I think you just need a whole personality change. I got mosquito bites all on my leg. Like I said, I was at this game night last night with my neighbor. But yeah, I think we were in a quiet rebuild, and I think we'll be doing the same thing next year. I think you get rid of this coaching staff if we have a losing season. Get rid of this coaching staff, bring in somebody with a personality that is vicious, like a Bill Cowher type guy. Not him per se, but somebody like that that's fiery. Or Chris Richard, but I would rather have an offensive guy, honestly, run the team, and Chris Richard be what he is, / defensive coordinator, that type of guy. I don't really want him as my head coach. I like his personality, but I want him focused on the defense. I don't want him focused on the team. I would take a guy like I said, like a Bill Cowher, a motivator with an understanding for football, and then go out and get yourself a real offensive coordinator who, or you can even keep Linehan if you want. But I would say if you get rid of Garrett, get rid of him too. Get rid of fucking Kellen Moore, and you rebuild the staff next year. Yeah, that's what I would do. As far as quarterbacks, though, I wouldn't draft one because that's a gamble. I don't like shooting craps with our quarterback, so I wouldn't draft one right away. If I did it, if we were bad enough, if we're not 8-8 and we're bad enough, yeah, go get Justin Hubert or whatever his name is, Hubbard. But if not, then no. I mean, we can draft whoever we can. See what Mike White can do the rest of this year if we're losing pretty bad. See what he can do. But I think we need a guy in here who understands offense. Watching McVay play with the Rams and watching how that team looks night and day different. You remember Goff and Gurley were playing with Jeff Fisher. What did they look like? The Cowboys. They look like the Cowboys offense. The same players. They look like us. And they had Tavon Austin. Think about it. That's bad. So, yeah, we need some coaching. That's true. We do. That will change this team. Will it change Dak fast enough? No. The sad thing about Dak is I truly thought he couldn't throw deep. I did think that. And when I say I thought he could, I mean I just didn't think he had the arm. He can throw deep. I think he needed a coach that was going to challenge him early and show him his flaws, sort of like Gruden started to do before he got drafted. John Gruden. If you guys want some good material, Google that. John Gruden, Dak Prescott on YouTube and watch that video. Yeah, watch that video. But anyway, I think he needed somebody that was going to challenge him and put him in place and put him in his place. And he would have excelled over the last 2-3 years. He hasn't progressed over the last 2 or 3 years at this point. So his window is closing for him to get his next contract and to stay or be looked at as a franchise quarterback. And he won't be looked at that way because we've mishandled his career. Had we had a coach that could have seen these things early, maybe we could have built a offense around what he can do. Maybe we could have worked some of the things worked some of his bad habits out of him. But we waited too long. And I think just sitting there and wishful thinking, trust me, I'm a guy, I read The Secret. I understand the power of thought. I listen to affirmations. I say affirmations. I pray. I meditate. I'm with all that. So Jason Garrett as a spiritual guide, yeah, he's my guy. I would meditate with him. I would sit and numb your whole Renge Kyo all day with Jason Garrett. But him as a coach, That don't get it. Just wishful thinking alone ain't gonna win a game. It's not. So uh, I don't know. I just feel like they did Dak a disservice. Really, being honest. Now that's one thing I will say that's definitely true. Um, he has the fight. He has a will to win. I like that about him. I do. He's tough. He's hard as shit to sack like Ben Roethlisberger. I like that about him. He doesn't care if he's going against Watt, Clowney. He stare you down and he'll try to break that tackle and make something happen. That is good. That is good. But we could have used that and done something better with it had we had someone looking at him differently. But, coulda, woulda, shoulda, fuck all that. At the end of the day, this is who we are. And right now, we're not a very good team. We're an average team at best. And we're playing that way. I don't think you magically pull good quarterback play out of your ass this late in the season at all. So we are what we are. I will do the film, Melvin Hammond. I will do the film breakdown. I won't just break down Dak. I'll break down everybody. But yeah, I'm working on it. Who's to blame for the lack of offense tonight? The offense and the offensive coordinator. Everybody on that side of the ball. Everybody. Offensive line, they couldn't really get Zeke going. Dak couldn't get anybody else going. Coordinator looked like he was trying. The wide receivers are pure shit. Nope, because we have Cole Beasley on that wide receiver core, and he's playing pretty good. Tavon Austin looks like he's been open on film all year. Rate the DBs and Cheeto's absence. I will. I'll prove that with the film. Yeah, but our wide receivers look pretty good. Deontay Thompson, he's pretty fast. He's been open. Well, listen, when you say wide receivers are trash, man, my dog's actually okay. Off subject, Rick Lloyd. Thanks, man. Thanks for acting. What happened is I had a choker chain because my dog. I should go get him real quick. He's in the basement, but he's a big motherfucker. I don't feel like fucking with him right now. But he has a choker chain on his neck. If I don't put that on, he'll pop whatever chain I put him on. So, but he's a hairy dog. He looks like a wolf. He's a Great Pyrenees mixed with a Caracachian. So he really does look like a wolf without the pointy ears. But the chain got caught in his hair. And when he went to go pull to come towards somebody, it ripped all of the hair out across here. And he had just like a big gaping wound right there. So that was fucked up. Foles doesn't suck. I think Foles with this line will play pretty well. He throws to the ground a lot because he doesn't have, a automatic arm. Byron was getting worked. I said it would be a test for Byron, but how do you think he fared? I think if Byron was on Hopkins the whole night, I think he would have played a little. I think he would have kept him below that 150. I think he would have kept him below 100 if he would have followed him all night. He was getting worked a little bit though. Won't lie. But I mean, that's to be expected. That's DeAndre Hopkins. All right. About to wrap up, guys. I'm over an hour. I'm pretty sure my daughter is probably squirming somewhere. Her mom went to a comedy show in Atlantic City, so I'm by myself. But yeah, about to get off. Let's see. Y'all in there arguing, everybody. Allen Hurns finally made a play. Allen Hurns has been making plays all year. What are you talking about? He ain't been getting the ball. God damn, that is bad. Domo. DeAndre Hopkins has 594 receiving yards. Cowboys wide receivers has 753 combined. That is bad. You're right.
Stop trying to steal my shit, GG. I'm not a Dak hater, but the film don't lie. I've been saying that. Would I have gone for the 4-for-1 if I were this offense? Probably. Yeah, yeah, I would have. With this offense and that defense, I would have did it. I wouldn't have tried to get that ball back to nobody. That pass interference call was close. I think Byron got his head around, but he had already made contact. Could Mahomes improve this offense? Hell yeah, he could. But again, I used to say this about Roy Williams. My phone, my computer is dying too. But I'm trying to wrap up. But I used to say this about Roy Williams. People used to come and argue with me before I started doing breakdowns about Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, and Roy Williams, and then Sean Taylor before he died. God rest his soul. Right? People used to have this argument like, "Yo, Roy Williams not better than none of them." I said, "What's the commonality between all of those guys and Roy? What's the commonality? They all play safety, right? But what is the inconsistency? They've all played under one coordinator who knew their strengths and put them in position to play their best football. Roy had different coordinators year after year, different schemes. He went from 4-3 under Zimmer to 3-4. And you notice when he went to Cincinnati and got back with Zimmer, he kind of got back to Roy. So I say that to say that Mahomes is playing well because he has Andy Reid, who is a quarterback's dream. Andy Reid had Michael Vick playing like, he found a fountain of youth. So he just has a thing with quarterbacks. We don't have that. So maybe Andy Reid with Dak would make Dak look better. Andy Reid knows how to play, how to run a West Coast offense, and Dak is a guy like Alex Smith, doesn't turn the ball over and can spread it around. But this is going to cut you guys off. Matter of fact, let me go just get my charger real quick because I want to stay on a little bit longer. Let me see. Right on time. Done. Candidates for head coach next year. I don't know. I ain't even think about that type of shit, man. Let Romo coach the team. This was another trap game. What kind of trap was that, Eric? How many trap games are there in a year? Tell me where they come in at. We weren't a winning team that thought we was going to roll a team over. We knew that the Texans was going to play us hard. I don't think it was a trap game. Do you think Dak sucks? Yes, I do. But I don't think it's a loaded question because do I think Dak has potential though? I think he does. Just not with anybody that he has around him on his offense or on this team right now. But I think with the right coaching staff, like I said, with an Andy Reid or sitting behind an Aaron Rodgers or sitting behind a Drew Brees, Dak would be something in this league in a couple years. I really do believe that because he does have a gift to not turn the ball over, and he is tenacious. He just needs to really know what the fuck to do with the ball and win. He doesn't understand that because Dak doesn't really know football all that well, to be honest with you. So because he'll see things that are there and he'll see them developing, but he doesn't. When you're watching it on film, it's like shit develops in front of his face, and he should see it, but he doesn't. And when he does see it, it's late. So I think if he sat down behind a quarterback that, or even if he was sitting behind Romo all this time, if he sat down behind a quarterback that really knew the game, I think he would play a lot better. I do. I don't think Dak is like trash and can't be good. I don't think that. I just think that his time is running out here, and he's not going to get the help he needs here. Uh, he's not. Kellen Moore is not. He doesn't even respect Kellen Moore. He looked at Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore said some shit to him last game, and he looked at him like pussy. And Kellen Moore looked away. I'm like, you are a pussy. Like, you're a pussy. You supposed to talk to Dak like you're supposed to talk to Dak. Like, no. So yeah, I think that's his problem. Dak probably would benefit from getting another opportunity behind a good quarterback, sitting for a little while, and then getting his opportunity to play again. And people will see that he will improve, but it's going to take a little bit more than a year or two. Why y'all keep talking about Mark Sanchez like he was like the guy for Dak? I really do think Dak liked Mark Sanchez more than he liked Romo. So he said that Mark Sanchez helped him, just like he said Kellen Moore helped him. But you obviously see where the real help was probably coming from, and that's Romo. If we lost going for that 4-for-1, you're right, Adrian. If we lost for that going for that 4-for-1, I would not have been mad either, man. I'd have been like, hey, at least they put their balls to the wall. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? You got to do it. Just like the Rams did earlier. You just got to do it. Kellen Moore's garbage. Yes. I believe Boise State coach will be our head coach because we take anything coming out of Boise State, we'll take. I don't know what it is. We just love the Mountain West Conference for some reason. Yeah. T. Will was making plays and Romo was playing for sure. Thanks for the super chat too, Adrian. Yeah, Jalen Smith was probably playing minus turnovers. I don't know who's turning the ball over right now, but he's probably playing some of the better linebacker play in the league right now. Not the best, but he's definitely a force in there. I don't know who a good coach would be, man. I don't know. You guys ask me about coaches. I really don't know. I just know a guy with a nasty attitude. We need some tenacity. Offensive-minded coordinator with a head coach that's mean. That's what I want. We had pretty good creativity tonight, though, DJ. It wasn't the creativity tonight. I think our offensive coordinator creativity ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. But is he a good enough coordinator to create lanes for us to win? Mm-hmm. He's done it. You're not getting Ben Roethlisberger, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Stop it. That's not gonna happen. You have to draft him, or we got to get somebody from somebody's bench. Our head coach is pathetic. Yes. Do I think Chad Ochocinco? Yes, he's better than our receivers. But who cares? I think T.O.'s better than them too, but who cares? Dak was one of the problems tonight, Taysom, if you just jumped on. He needs more attempts. Oh, man. He said Mark Holmes blames everyone but Dak. He likes Dak, man. All right, Harry. I'm about to be out too, matter of fact. I'm just reading you guys' comments. I'm not really saying much anymore. See you, Harry. Salazar. Am I saying it right, too, or is it Irie? I don't know. See you, Jack. Yeah, everybody out because it's like 2 in the morning where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah. See, let me see. Yeah, everybody rolling, man. So what I'm gonna say is, working on the film breakdown, and I'll have it done in the next 2-3 days. But after that, please stop trying to make me do a breakdown after every game because there's other things I want to do breakdowns too. for, but I can't because I spend most of my time breaking down just the post game. So I become, the Monday morning quarterback of the team. I don't want to do that. Allow me to do other things. Let me show you some other shit I can do. But I'll holler at y'all, man. I'm going to shut it down. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the super chat. Triple X, I did mute you, but remember, man, I'm fucking with you out here. I mean, I do that shit for shits and giggles. Hope you continue to watch. And if you don't, then you're too weak for this channel. But other than that, I'll holler at y'all, man. Appreciate it.